title is just benevolent. He's not even wearing like BCX champion.
That's not even like a fancy color. Like that's
blue.
Like a free title.
Yeah, I don't know exactly where that came from, but like I probably have that one.
You watched a charity stream once. All right, here we go. Game number 1, grand finals here, and it's back to Mishima, the map that both of them seem to like a lot.
Dude.
Half pipe.
I don't even think Kyna started it. That was the first attack, I think. It was a 17-second game before Kyna threw out even a single attack. It was just movement and getting hit.
And Kyna yet to find any damage onto Yu's. Yu's almost has him in that KO percent. A signature might do it at this point. Goes for the recovery. Kyna finally hits him with that neutral air.
It's just one neutral air, okay? There's the side. Dude, he's disarmed. Oh my gosh. Think about if we had the disarm or the dexterity changes, how much earlier he would have been disarmed. There's the sidelight again. He backs up. You got to be ready for that.
Oh, was trying to find the spot for that down air. You saw him trying to position above Yu's, but Yu's with some great movement, dips under, comes back up with that recovery and gets a KO.
Man, the really scary thing is like when Yu's hits the sidelight and then he backs up, if you see that coming, I feel like you might get one hit off of that, and then the next time it happens, Yu's is going to be ready and he's going to counter you with a side sig.
Ooh. Surprised that sidelight didn't hit, kind of able to dodge through it. Gets the stomp, doesn't get the recovery. Side air will disarm Yu's. Can he even this up?
Can he punish the landing? No, the soft platforms are there. That gives Yu's that safety. I think Kyna just needs to really get away from soft plat maps. Try and force it onto like maybe a Fortress of Lions, so at least if there's one, it's moving around. It's not a static on both sides and above the stage as well. I think triplats are just not the play here.
All right, the down air will do it for Kyna. I know Western Air Temple was one of the other options for Kyna to go through. Surprised he didn't lean that way a little bit. Okay, stomp, scoop. Needs a lot more hits if he wants to even up that damage.
Yeah, he's just stuck to that ground, man. It seems like his feet barely leave it.
Okay.
Nice. Ooh, that was what was that? Did he mean to do? I wonder what he went for there with that turnaround D-light.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Almost bonked him on the head. Is he going to have enough to get back?
Might be good. Yep, dodge up, got that wall touch. Side air on the side of Yu's.
Yu's only in the orange, but it is an orange Ember going up against a Taros. So I feel like we can kind of say, we can normalize it to him being the latter stages of orange, almost red, almost KO damage. That's if Kyna can even get a weapon here and find a single move. Okay, over onto the hammer. Yu's just finding his way in, jumping, going back and forth. There's a two-piece. Nice, there's a stomp sider. That does send off screen. Kyna going out there. Weapon toss goes out. Look for the immediate down air. Is this going to be the turnaround?
Okay, he still gets the touch. He did get stuff there. Yu's keeping that pressure going on to Kyna.
Neutral air, weapon toss goes up. Next weapon spawn comes in. It's right over Yu's head. He grabs it. Here's the guitars. Oh my gosh, he snakes away the bow again.
Downlight recovery, not going to do it. That one tick of extra defense that Yu's put in, keeping him alive.
Dude. These string extensions and the neutral signature, and that's going to end game one. Yu's didn't even lose that second stock whatsoever. That means he took 340 damage just on those two stocks. That's on average about 173 that it took for him to KO a very low defense legend, and that's if he KO'd the Ember right at that moment. Who knows how long he was able to go.
Just incredible stuff on the side of Yu's. I mean, like, you can talk about the stat line time and time again, but it really is just a testament to Yu's mobility that he is not taking damage. He is surviving so incredibly long against 9 strength Taros on 4 defense Ember, and we're going to Small World's End.
Yeah, we're getting away from those triplats. I think that's the potential solution. Is that going to change everything? Who knows what the end result will be? It may still lead to a Yu's victory, but at least it's something. We got to change everything we can, every small variable that seems to be in Yu's favor. Sidelight, D-light. He just goes for the regular D-light, turning that one around rather than the half pipe. He's not a half pipe guy.
He did it once, and he was like, you know what? I'd like to go back to the rails. I just want to go for some manuals as well.
He's definitely a street skater, not a vert skater.
Okay, neutral light. Kyna gets the scoop up. He's got some great damage here. Can he get the KO? Stomp. Oh, doesn't get the nair.
A rare drop from Kyna. He was like, it feels like one of the first people. I know people were probably doing that back in the day, but it really felt like Kyna was the leader of the gravity cancel stomp into neutral air movement.
Yeah, generally speaking, people just do gravity cancel stomp into side air, but kind of like that vertical. Doesn't get the neutral air. Yu's still unarmed, picks up the guitars. Oh!
Man, the babysitting back to stage, matching the velocity of Kyna as Kyna comes forward back on the stage. Yuz backs up just a little bit and he hits the side signature and then cleans up the stock. Everything's even so far. A little bit of damage deficit in favor of Kyna. See if he can hold on to this lead. Feels like even though he's in the lead, he's not really in the lead.
Yeah, it is just the tiniest of leads. Man, you can see Kyna is definitely giving a lot of respect to Yuz. He misses a stomp, and you see him double jump, just try to get away from Yuz.
Yuz is doing such a good job of either overspacing things to where like the only hit that Kyna can find is like the max range side air, or he's like right on top of him and Kyna doesn't know, is it safe to go for a D-Light? Do I have to gravity cancel a D-Light but then my dodge is burned against a Qatar player? Or like what do I do? Yuz can be up in the air in just a moment. He's stacked basically on top of me. I don't know what to do and all of a sudden I get hit 4 times. Side light neutral air, the weapon toss, swap over to the hammer.
Just a scoop, just a side air. Kyna could get the stock. Oh, but he jumps into the side signature of Yuz, and he had all the time in the world to react. He just reacted wrong.
Was that a jump or was it a recovery? I couldn't tell.
I felt like a jump because he like went into it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just the timing of it being a jump after that signature already started seems strange, where I would think like a recovery. The recovery was also slow, but at least the idea is there of something that might hit and turn that situation around.
Neutral light not going to quite do it for Kyna.
No offstage engagement whatsoever.
The dodge away. Kyna wanting to control this corner. Backs away, over to the hammer. Stop, side air. Okay. He's managing to chip away at Yuz.
It really feels like every grounded move on the hammer feels like a coin flip for whether or not Yuz is going to be just off the ground enough to avoid it. I think the axe is going to give him better options there because they're going to be more vertical with the in-light, with the D-light, with the side light than if he's going for like a hammer D-light.
Yeah, I think Kyna recognizes that as well, as you've seen him lean a little bit more into the axe as this game has progressed. This is the nair. Wow, Yuz just barely above that. Dangerous spot.
No D-Sig. Yuz is giving him plenty of room. This could be really scary for Yuz. Scary for both of them, but and that's what I was talking about. A little bit more damage was added up, and he was in KO damage as a low defense legend. He is speccing into defense, going from 3 to 4, but it's not enough to survive that Axe D-Sig on World's End, and he was just exploded off the top.
All right, going back to Mishima, but man, that was such a great play, a great reaction on Kyna's side. Like instinctively, it felt like he's just throwing it out and hoping, but really it was a reaction to Yuz whiffing, and then Kyna comes down, and he's like, bam, got him.
Why are we not going to the Demon Island?
They banned to Mishima, Terminus, and Western Air Temple.
That's tough that you can make to those maps. Because
I mean,
man,
Yuz wants the platforms. I think that's pretty clear. He wants the platforms, kind of wants as few as possible.
Why? But this previous, I don't know, man. I hate this map. Especially into this. If I'm Kyna, I hate this map. There's just so many bad memories from history and even recent history in terms of the previous games. This is just, it's tough that Yuz can ban down to so many soft plat maps.
Downlight, he's still catching Kyna, utilizing that soft platform to keep that height. Kyna gets above him, goes for the dare, clash out, goes for a second dare. Kyna's gonna get the first stock.
That's huge. There's a lot of damage added up on Kyna, so it's not like he has a ton of room to go for extra credit here, especially if Yuz is able to, I believe, pick up the next bow, and likely gonna be maybe a side sig coming out. Okay, the D-Light into the recovery. We haven't seen too many D-Lights from Yuz whatsoever here, so the KO options from him really haven't been the classic bow bread and butter for how often he's been playing bow.
And that wasn't just a straight downlight. I think he went back a little bit and then threw out the downlight, which kind of baited Kyna into going down. He wasn't expecting Yuz to immediately come back in. Ooh, this is the down sig.
Man, another side light. No major huge strings coming out from Yuz just yet. You can kind of call this one a huge string, but it's a string with like big gaps in between. A lot of unanswered damage, though. Probably 60 to 70 points of unanswered damage coming out from Yuz's Qatar in that one long string.
Yeah, it's kind of like a rosary. Like you got that one big bead and then a couple small beads in between. But it's still all the same string on the side of Yuz.
Oh!
He's low.
D-Light recovery gets dodged through by Kyna. He goes over to the soft platform, now back to the main stage. Doesn't get caught by that. A little bit too far to the left. I think Yuz was actionable too early in time for Kyna to find that turnaround side air.
Nice side air on the side of Use. Kind of went for a little big of a play with that downlight recovery. I think he was recognizing, you know what, Use wasn't going to get KO'd from the obvious options.
There's the in-light. Maybe that's just going to be what he goes for here. Oh, that's scary.
Okay.
Dodge up in time. Use threatens with a ground pound.
And you can see kind of, again, disengaging, just giving so much respect to Use. This is the dare. Wow. Weapon toss hits. Goes for the down air. Use still gets the wall touch.
Kyna, you got to be so careful. A ground pound, even a dare, sending you in the wrong spot under the stage, and you're going to be cooked.
Use 4 defense against Kyna's 9 strength, and he is still surviving deep red.
Look at how much movement happens before anybody throws out. Look at those little stutter steps coming in. It's just a side light. You have so much damage built up on this opponent. You just need to KO him. There's the D-light. Probably 210, 220 damage added up on that in order for the axe downlight to KO.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage that Kyna had to put out onto Use. On the other side, Use coming down, final stocks, hits him with the down sig.
Oh my gosh. How many of those has he thrown out that have gone right alongside the wall, like as close to the wall as you can get without it impacting on the main platform? And that time, that one is just deep enough that it makes contact. Oh my goodness.
That slight adjustment on the side of Use to go a little further reaching with that down signature, kind of just not ready for it. And that's going to put Use up 2-1. We're going to the Fortress of Lions for game number 4.
That was an orange KO as well. That was so early. 505 damage in total from Use.
Back to the Katars. Kyna once again being a little nervous here, not throwing out attacks. Punishes the whiff neutral light. Keeping that grounded game. Staying below Use.
There is another weapon spawn on the field, as you can see in the reticle on the left side. Both players sticking with what they got right now. Just a little bit of a lead for Kyna, now a little bit bigger. He's swapping over to the hammer, going to give him consistent KO opportunities as he gets closer and closer to KO damage. That's if Use doesn't take it first.
Just a neutral light. It will disarm. You see Kyna chasing out with the recovery there. Neutral air not going to hit.
A lot of movement coming out again. I feel like we're looking at BCX again.
I mean, they're playing like that's the same stakes. Down air not going to do it. Once again, Use is surviving so long, the neutral light will finally do it for Kyna.
Now back over onto the axe. See how quickly Use can get a weapon. He hits a neutral light.
Oh.
The immediate wake up off of that grab too. And he gets under the axe recovery. Incredible spacing, and he gets the stock off of that. Things are even.
Man, Use is just slipping past so many of the attacks from Kyna and then getting these fantastic punishes. Oh, this is bad. Half pipe continues, goes for the neutral light. Kyna still not throwing out the dodge. He does not want to give Use that luxury, I guess.
Is Use going to get a clean stock here? It's almost looking like that. The down air is going to end that dream and the recovery. Going to add a little bit more damage. Juggle game potentially going on as Kyna moves up to the soft platform.
Doesn't hit the nair. Stomp into the side air. Kyna took so much damage, but now he's in the driver's seat.
Yeah, now he's starting to even
side
up.
sig goes low.
Almost. Bringing in some radish tech that we see from the bike on that Red Raptor all the time.
Oh, again, Use just presses the button.
Yep.
He just reads the movement, hits him with the side signature. Tournament stock here for Kyna.
He says, you're afraid, you're going to back up, I'm going to move forward, I'm going to use my heavy button that moves me forward regardless of what weapon I have. The GCT light was almost enough to do it.
Not quite, though.
Unfortunately, like an axe neutral light probably would have KO'd there, but I don't think he has the range.
Yeah,
the
I
axe
think Use was too high for the Enlight to have worked out. All right, Kyna does clean it up. Sticking with the axe here. Is he going to deny? No, just trying to
I feel like
cover.
you got to deny, brother. I don't know. I'm so scared of this. It's 2-1. Use is coming in from winner's side. Like, if Use wins this, it's over. The side sig, that's going to disarm Kyna too.
All right, Kyna still not finding a hit. He does get the touch, stays low this time, avoids that side signature, throws out a neutral light. Use starting to swing for the fences.
Kyna really getting smart to the side sig again. Hits him in the back of the head with a side air. Neutral air just barely missing. There's the in light, potentially setting up the edge guard. The dodge through from Use. The weapon spot comes in. Use is unarmed.
Backs away. Down light, down heavy, and Use is going to be the South American Winter Champion. Just beating Kyna out.
Yuz basically did the same thing he was doing when he had the guitars, when he had the bow in his hand. He said, you are afraid of me? I am going to move forward. That is going to make you back up. I am going to hit you. You are afraid. I am confident, and you will lose that interaction because of your fear.
Just
oh
amazing
my God.